such a long time. Sorry, sorry, sorry. I really don't have an excuse this time. I was just away because yeah, I think I was kind of going through my own little spiritual thing. I still am. It's not over. I'm going through some kind of like revival or some sorts over here. But yeah, that's I really have no excuse for why I've been away for so long. That was pretty much it. But thank you for coming back. Hello, hello, hello. And you see, today I came back with a juicy topic. I do have a bit of a moment that I'm going to put in on the end of this video to kind of give my um, thoughts on this situation as well, if I don't sprinkle it throughout the video. Hopefully, it all comes through clear. But I really wanted to see if maybe something is going to come up in this reading in regards to the dream kind of being used as a tool or a catalyst to get at Jay-Z, because that is one of the theories that is going around online. But I don't fully believe it. I think maybe they are trying to get to Jay-Z, but I think if it's anything, it's somebody beyond them. We can't get stuck on the celebrity, the stars. I think it's definitely some people behind them that maybe the government is going after, and they're just kind of like working their way up the ladder. Get the smaller guy on the ladder to flip on the one higher, and so forth. So I'm going to see what comes up in this reading, whether this is true, whether it is some sprinkle of truth in it, all of those things. I want to see what's kind of leading up for this. If we do happen to get anything in regards to Jay-Z, Beyonce, P. Diddy, etc., which again, you can see all of my previous videos and readings on these famous actors, sorry, famous singers, rappers, pop stars. You can see them all linked here in the iCard above. Just, kind of go through the playlist, I guess you can kind of say. Maybe we should break that up into a different playlist, so you can see them all there in the corner. The other thing I want to say is, before we get into this reading, please don't come in here as a stand wearing your stand cap, your stand garb, and ready to attack me in the comment section, because I'm just going to be reading what I get. If you are new here, welcome, welcome. And you're probably wondering and asking, what do I mean by reading? What I mean by reading is I mean a tarot reading, okay? I use tarot cards, I use astrology, I use numerology, I use geomancy, cartomancy, which is essentially this tarot. And I also use my own intuition to kind of get messages filtered through from source, from the universe, from the great creator, the most high, the one above, to get messages and interpret them and relay them to you all, okay? But before I get any further into my spiel here, if you are someone who finds tarot to be disturbing, to go against your creed, your religion, your practice, your beliefs, here's your moment in time to click off and find something else on the corner and recesses of YouTube for you to better enjoy, because I do not want to keep you here and disturb your spirit or force you to go against any of your practices and your beliefs. This is simply for fun. This is something I do to kind of like practice my religious practices, my beliefs. So just because it's something I believe in, I'm not forcing it on you, and I hope you do the same. Okay. So with that, if you are someone who's okay with all of those things I listed above, if you are okay getting into the woo-woo talk, the esoteric, the mysticism, the occult, all of those things, if you are someone who is okay with that, let's continue forward with this reading. But do please note that all statements made are alleged for entertainment purposes only, okay? Do not use tarot as the end all be all. I will be the first one to tell you, never use my tarot readings, anyone's tarot readings. I don't care if it's an astrology reading specifically on you. Do not trust 100% anything someone tells you, okay? You need to exercise those power of discernment. Someone could be translating and telling you something, and they're, I don't care how professional, how accurate they are. Sometimes some things may be coming through a little bit differently. They may be misinterpreting something, okay? As I like to tell you all here on my channel, when I am doing my readings, I like to say that I am basically a translator. I think of like the source, the one up above, the most high, whatever you want to call them, the great creator, call them. You hear I say them. I think of them as like the Rosetta Stone, and I'm the translator trying to relay and translate everything over to you or explain it what I'm seeing. But for whatever reason, things get lost and translated or mistranslated or completely wrong. So that's the best way I can explain kind of like my role in this. I am simply a facilitator, a translator. So yes, there are going to be some things I'm going to misunderstand, misconstrue, mistranslate, misinterpret, etc., etc. Okay. So do not take it too hard. Do not use any tarot reads. I don't care, not just mine, anyone else's. Do not use it for any professional reasons, whether it is medical, financial, or legal. Period. Okay? You have been warned. Exercise the power of discernment. It's not just for the mystical things, it's for your everyday life as well. Strengthen that muscle. Now that we have all of that out of the way, and you all know to be nice in the comments because I've warned you time and time again, we're going to get into this reading about the dream. Okay. I want to see what's going to be coming up. I'm probably going to break this up into two different parts, two different readings. I'm probably going to do something at the top in regards to dream and this woman. I actually need to look up her name because I don't want to just call her the woman. And I'm going to use his government name. The dream's government name is Terius Nash. So that's the name we're going to use. Okay. So if you hear me saying Terius Nash or Mr. Nash, that's the reason why. And the young woman's name is Chinez Mangroe. Sorry if I'm mispronouncing that. Miss Mangroe. But yes. Oh, I had two cards fall. I didn't even pay attention. So we do have the Wheel and the Empress coming out here for the Dream or Mr. Terius Nash. And then for Miss Mongro's energy, Forest. Oh, sorry. Sorry, Miss Mangroe. Try again. I'm not reading all of that for you. This Four of Pentacles do want to come out, but we're gonna see. Okay, so much flipping out. Ace of Wands in reverse. We have the Nine of Swords. We have the King of Pentacles. We have the Four of Cups, and then we have the Ace of Swords here. Okay, so I'm getting three cards for her now. We have the Star. Oh, is that the Five of Pentacles? Yes. Five of Pentacles, and then we also have the Two of Pentacles. Move this over a little bit, sorry. And then what is the energy between the two? Oh, that didn't fall on the screen. The Devil. You can't convince me that they both didn't have something to do with this. They both very much knew what they was getting into. What is the underlying energy? We have the Nine of Cups in reverse. Also, so Nine of Cups in reverse, and also the Ace of Pentacles in reverse here. So that's interesting to me that the Dream or Mr. Nash here has the Empress coming up in reverse. What I what I did here was I felt like it was imminent that his downfall was going to come via a feminine energy. Is it like he doesn't respect feminine energy? I think it's the thing of like he doesn't respect which is crazy to me because he makes so much money off of women, or he has, at least through women, allegedly, I think. Um, it just kind of reads like I don't respect the feminine entities is what I'm getting. It feels like of course a woman was going to be your downfall because you don't treat them properly. You, like, some men, you kind of just think like they're here for your every whim. They're here for your every pleasure and your every desire. You don't see that, you see them as objects and not as people. And then for her, so I don't, this is going to sound like I am some red pill person online. However, you, of course, you see the star card coming up here, and you see the five of pentacles, and you see the two of pentacles here. So I think there is some legitimacy to what she is saying about, in regards to, like, the dream was selling and telling her lies, selling her dream delusions, possibly, you know, dreams of grandeur, that she was going to be the next big hit, she was going to be the next big person, she was going to be the next big star, she was going to be the next it girl, pop girl in the music industry, but it was all lies. And so I think there is something here in regards to, like, you sold me short and I don't have anything to show for it. At least I don't have what I want to show for it. I've been um I feel like I've paid more into this relationship, or into this mentorship, this protege, master relationship that we have, and I don't really have anything to show for it. Because with the five of pentacles and the two of pentacles being here, I made the wrong choice. I made the wrong bet. I, put all my eggs into the wrong basket, or into one basket, and I don't have anything to show for it. So now I need to find a way to recoup what I have. But this also to me feels like her motivation, like with most people. I think she was fine being in the back and staying quiet, because there was some kind of exchange happening here. But I think now she feels like she's been getting like the short end of the stick, or maybe she's fine, a thing of, like, somehow, some way she's like, I could have been getting paid more, or I should have been getting paid more, or something. It just feels like that's kind of like the energy that I'm getting here. And with the devil, especially with this coming upright, and the devil also shows the lovers, entangled and tied in with one another. To me, I feel like these two definitely fed off of each other's bad energy. This does speak to a lot of, like, addiction, deceit, um uh manipulation. It can speak to all of that. But with it being in the upright, it feels like it was something mutual. We both had our demons meshed, is the best way I can explain it. Our demons meshed in some sort of way. So I think she was okay with it until she wasn't okay with it, is what I'm getting. I know. People don't want to hear that, but that's what I'm seeing. Let's see if I get anything else on this. Hey, just fell off a turnip truck. Naivete, obliviousness, inexperience, gullibility, study, and apprenticeship needed. Just fell off a turnip truck. That's the only card that want to come out? Okay, let's see what she got here. I don't, Miss Mangroe, the energy that I'm getting for her don't speak too highly of her either. I feel like Miss Mama's wanted the easy way out. Look, pot calling the kettle black. And it reads the hypocrisy, projection, similarity, blame, introspection needed. Bless your heart. It speaks to friendship, appreciation, devotion. Don't that sound like some devil worshiping stuff? Worthiness, careful, playful teasing. What is the underlying energy here? We have Swamp Angel dealing with a nuisance, provocation, gossip, hassle, freeloading, opportunism. Something else I get here too, I would not be surprised. How can I explain it? Like, I wouldn't be surprised. I think there may be some abuse of power here. Okay, I think there is some power imbalance, but some just makes me feel like I don't think she really had an issue with it. I think there's someone else that the dream may have uh done allegedly worse, or allegedly really did do a lot of these things to, that, against their will, they weren't okay with it. Miss Monogro, the energy for her is not coming up like that. It's feeling like a cash grab. But I'm not saying it like it's not any truth to what she's saying. I feel like there was some abuse here, because the Empress card coming up here in reverse to me feels like there's very much a thing of like suppression or abuse of power, or some disrespect or disregard when it comes to feminine energy for me, that's coming up for Mr. Nash here, the dream, aka the dream. But I am, in my opinion, I think there is something here about her. She was drawn to that. She liked it, but again, she feels like there is something about this where I could have made more. I could have paid more. This is the opportunity for me to get something more out of this, since you won't give it to me. And I think that's where the naivete or obliviousness is coming up for, when it comes to Mr. Nash, aka the dream, where it's like you really thought nobody was gonna check you, or that she wasn't just as like manipulative as you were. Like, you two called to each other for a reason. Pot call kettle black. And what we have here, shadow of air, we have negation trance, yin and yang energy here. Your dark call to my dark. Remember I was saying that about the devil. Chaotic return. All of these is coming up in shadow. What does it say? Quandary, crossroads. Look at that. Drama, mask, mimicking each other. Even the cards underlying is dark. This is speaking to star-crossed. A gamble, star-crossed. You made the wrong bet. Most of these cards that's underneath is dark. I actually need to pull the book out on this one, because I don't pull this card often. But to me, it feels like pot call kettle black. It's kind of like mimicking each other, that with this yin and yang here, but it's kind of like dark and dark, dark within darkness. Which one is this one? Here we go. So this says, as the shadow consumes the dimensional expanse, our ability to discern wisdom becomes skewed. Seems like you was buying into it. The contrast between reality and what we wish it to be, and the doubt that can arise from such. This card perhaps is one of the most difficult choices one ever has to make. When set upon by things go awry, does one fall into self-defeating attitude, or rise up and face the things in the joyful mood? When things are going wrong for me, I feel this urge to believe that this is an indication of how things will go for me from now on. Something in me wants to confirm my perpetual doom and deeply wallow in the misery of the vision. And this could very much be an attitude I think that's coming from her end for sure. And with this box being here, it very much could be a thing of like he probably allegedly broke her down and made her have these feelings, made her kind of absorb a lot of the darkness. That's why you got to be careful with soul ties, y'all. um Absorbed a lot of the things, the darkness, some of the overwhelming dark energy that was surrounding her and him himself. And she probably finally has woken up and been like, yo, this is getting too dark for me and I gotta get up. But I feel like there was very much some point here where she was like, I'm along for the ride, I'm with it, because I feel like I could be better than them. Like, that's me, choose me. Like, it kind of gives like pick me energy. And now she's like, well, I don't have anything to show for it, because they've been messing around. She's been his protege for how many years? Didn't they say 5 or 10 plus years? Right? I hope this ain't no Diddy Cassie thing. 10 plus years? Is that how long did they say they were? Oh, 2014. So it's been 10 years. Like I said. Y'all starting to see a pattern here? Okay. So that's what I'm getting. If this is going to be the end of him, we're going to pull an additional card about that. If this is going to be the end of him, and if there's going to be anything leading up to, the main Hollywood couple here. Let's see. Look at that. Death. Mm. Okay, so let me explain how these cards feel. So when I asked if this is going to be the end of the dream's career, we do have the death coming up in reverse. To me, this feels like a yes, because usually death in the upright is a good thing for me. It usually means like you're going with the flow, you're transforming, you're going through a metamorphosis of some sort, you're shedding and coming back anew. But with this coming up in death in reverse, to me, it feels very much like the opposite. You're stuck, you're stagnant, you are under the blade of the guillotine, and you're only a few seconds from, heads will roll. So it feels like this could potentially be the end of him if certain things don't work out. The other thing I was asking was, will this lawsuit potentially lead to Beyonce and Jay-Z? And what I got was Hierophant. I'm gonna tell you why the Hierophant makes me nervous that this could it's I feel like what I stated earlier, it could be very much more than Jay-Z and Beyonce. The Hierophant typically deals with like, if you're somebody who's like a tarot reader, it kind of reads up there with like the Four of Wands, your community, the Ten of Cups, those around you, the Ten of Coins. It reads to like your community, your network, your business, your culture, your society. It could mean the world at large. It also can sometimes, some people see it as kind of like, I guess you can kind of say like the priest card, the kind of reads to like marriage, a union, connection of those sorts of things here with the Hierophant. But then I also had the King of Wands here. Okay. And the King of Wands is almost up there to me along the lines of the Emperor, somebody who is very strong, who is a ruler. But notice we didn't get the Emperor. Okay. It's the King of Wands. So this speaks to that this is not just about them, I feel. And then we also have the Hanged Man, which to me is usually like a change of perspective. Being it kind of reads like, I kind of see the Hanged Man is seeing red, like you're a bull, you're locked on your target, and you don't see everything else around you. You don't see the rodeo man on the side, you don't see the clowns, you don't see the audience in the crowd. You see that man right in front of you flagging that red sheet in front of you, you ready to tear his head off. You're not seeing the bigger picture. focus in on this one minuscule thing here. So again, to me, this feels like this is going to be more than just Jay-Z and them. To me, this feels bigger than them. This feels bigger than the dream. It feels like it's working their way up. That's what I'm getting. That's what I interpret it as. And what do you know? We also have the Four of Knives here underneath. You should have took a moment, took a beat. You should have rested. You should have set to the side. You should have set this one out, big boss. But you didn't. So let me know what you think down in the comment section below about this reading. This is just what I'm getting. Again, my translations, people, they can be wrong, okay? Sometimes I hope they're wrong because if this is like if the energy, I'm not going to explain all the way because, you know, it's YouTube. But sometimes some of the energy I get on some of these readings, I'm like, please don't let this come to be. So again, let me know what you think down in the comment section below. If you like this reading, you would like to see more readings like this, make sure to give it a thumbs up and to subscribe and hit that notification bell, making sure to set it to all so you can see the next time I upload. And with that, I wish you a great day or night wherever you are, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.